I'm Ray. I work for Red and Yellow Design, my own design company. Um, I got on board with Musicport to do design and branding and social media marketing for Musicport. I'd never even heard of Musicport before, let alone like what it was about. It was Nikki, general manager. I worked with her on other projects, and she said, "Come over and have a look at this thing." Kind of do. I would say it's very culturally diverse, really eclectic group of audience and acts. I think hearing music from different places all around the world is stuff that you would never hear in like day-to-day life. I think coming to Whitby, I've not been to Whitby before. Beautiful location by the sea. I think everybody's here for a purpose. They have an ethos and they have their own values. And I feel like, yeah, it's headed in a really nice direction. Yeah, I like the venue. The venue's brilliant. It is one building, but as you go inside, there's lots of little stages and areas, and they're all very different. They're all unique in their own way. Yeah, and I think that's important for something, especially if it's held in one place, to be able to still get the variety to encourage lots of different people or activities. I'm proud of how it's developing, of its future direction. As I said before, I feel like the team put a lot into this. They put themselves into this. They do a lot of outreach with like local businesses and charities and stuff like that. And I think it makes it really inclusive, and I think it helps to build that sense of community within Whitby and surrounding areas. Yeah, 5 to 10 years. I think just growing to be the best version of itself. And I think there's a lot of time and effort goes into curating each event, and each event is its best version of itself in a way. But I think as we progress and like gain new members or like they have new acts, or I think that's progression. Yeah, as much as you want to keep those core values and ethics of what goes into it, you do need to look for the future. So yeah, I think further collaboration with local businesses. They've already established ties with the Hatchery, who have their own space. They do fringe event at Whitby Brewery. Yeah, I think establishing more of that and making Musicport more of a core aspect of like Whitby's annual year. And there'll be lots of people that do come from Whitby that know that this happens in October. But I think, yeah, I think it's just encouraging and working with others to kind of bring the best out of what Whitby and Musicport has to offer. My 3 words, I think intimate. I think with only being like 1,000 capacity festival, like the venue isn't big enough to kind of expand beyond that. I know Mackie touched upon that before, but it's intimate. I think each of the rooms has its own style, the vibe, and a kind of flair music style. But it feels really close knit. It feels welcoming, and like you can talk to people or just enjoy those moments with the people around you, without it being completely overwhelming and overbearing. Yeah. So my second one, I think, is community. I've touched on that before with local businesses, and just the people that are involved. It does feel like a team effort. It feels like teamwork. There have been people that have been involved for a long time, and there's people that like new members like myself and like Emily, who are also contributing to this community feel. I think it's important for festivals. That's what a festival is about, and I feel the Musicport is encompassing that. 3rd word is storytelling. I think just having the selection of artists and acts and performances from all over the world, like telling the story of their like history and their culture, but through art and performance. The whole festival is curated over 3 days, and it creates its own story. But it's nice that that's influenced by the acts and people that come from from all those different cultures.